Not to flex, but I like to think that I'm pretty productive. If I had to wake up tomorrow and run a $1 billion business, here are 3 things I would focus on to get all my work done. For context, I work a 7 to 5 in sales, run a personal business, trade futures, and make content. So I like to think I know a little bit about productivity considering all the things that I juggle. The first 2 things I would do would be to implement time blocking and reduce task switching. Time blocking is just about chunking time in your day around the main pillars of your life. So using myself as an example, I clear time every day in my calendar to work on my 7 to 5, my business and the content for that business, trading, and relationships. And task switching is about switching from one task to another without spending a significant amount of time to one singular task. If you task switch a lot, your attention and focus is dragged in all different directions. You can't get into a deep state of work, and you just spend a lot of time getting very little done. So time blocking is going to allow you to reduce your task switching by dedicating a significant allotted time to one single task. My calendar has reoccurring time blocks for my 7 to 5, obviously, and then I add other time blocks for other pillars around that. So I add time blocks for fitness, content creation, deep work block, and time to also just shut off and devote time to my relationships. Time blocking allows me to focus on one item, reach a deeper state of focus because I'm not switching around, and ultimately get more work done. Third is using Steve Jobs' signal to noise ratio. Signal tasks are just tasks that move the needle forward. The big tasks that actually make a change. Noise tasks are just tasks that are not very important. They don't move the needle forward. They can be done later and are really just a feel-good distraction. So we try to increase this ratio to 80% signal, 20% noise, even 90% signal and 10% noise. In order to do this, I do not consume any media until my one big goal for the morning is completed, and I focus on keeping my dopamine low throughout the entire day until my full day is done, which is around 8 p.m. I don't go on my phone outside of work-related tasks, listen to podcasts instead of music outside of the gym, and I just avoid doom scrolling until my day is really done. Doing these 3 steps are pivotal to your productivity and will help you achieve your goals and become the person you desire to be.